super goal by a super captain. Hello and welcome. We are all waiting here in eager anticipation how much drama lies in store. John Champion here, and this, the voice of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, John. Hello, everyone. Well, I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. This could be a real cracker.
Leicester have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Yeah, this is a setup that offers easier flexibility whether you want to attack and or defend.
So let's get down to business. Leicester are having to deal not just with their opponents but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon.
Silly tackle there, absolutely no need to go in for it. And there's the first booking of the game already.
Well, from our impartial perch, you couldn't ask for a more spectacular start to a game. And with the skipper responsible too, it just lends the moment a bit more oomph. And let's hope it carries on in a similar vein.
It just shows what a class act he is.
After 4 minutes is number 10.
Liverpool got the opener in the early minutes. Liverpool gone ahead so early in the game. Leicester really have been poor at home lately. 5 games here without a win. A strong challenge, but one certainly within the laws of the game. Knocks it through. Foden. Liverpool are already ahead, the perfect start.
Always when you score early, it gives you such a lift, and it casts doubt in the minds of your opponents at the same time, and that pretty much sums up the difference in what we've seen. One team assured, the other a little unsure.
Skillfully hit. Goal! Oh, yes! He was never going to decline an invitation like that.
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
The goal scorer from Liverpool after 15 minutes is number 18.
They now lead by 2.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
Oh, good challenge, and he's got it back. Leicester are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, but he really didn't help himself. His decision making was puzzling, to say the least.
Hernandez, Van Dijk, Martinez, Alexis, left frustrated as the ball to him gets intercepted. Van Dijk, Hernandez. Oh, that's delightful. Ball played in, hoofed away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion. Takes a shot. Nearly, but in football terms, nearly is nowhere.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Forward it goes. He's looking for options. Here's a shot. And his shot didn't find the net.
Well, he was right in front of goal, and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Who can latch onto that? Gavi. Looking to exploit the space. A great attempt after a neat exchange.
Well, that was textbook stuff on the 1-2 there. Great link-up play. Difficult to deal with.
They get it away. Gavi. The break is on.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
That looked a foul, and the referee's given it. The referee again decides that a talking to is enough, and he keeps his cards firmly in his pocket.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, and special delivery from the ref.
Going toe-to-toe with his marker. Hits it in towards the middle. No, couldn't quite break through that. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Liverpool sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're off again. An important interception, things were starting to look dangerous. A space on the flank. Up to nod it. Great build-up. Pity about the outcome.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Salah. Gavi. And they break away, and this is promising. Plays it long. Tried to play it through.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chance for a shot! They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Balde. Could get in here. And the ball changes hands again. No, that won't be finding its target. Buonanotte. Buonanotte. He'll be penalised for that. Players disagree, but they're getting little by way of sympathy.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong
Possibility for a shot. And the assistant referee has his flag up for offside. Balde. Van Dijk. Salah. Balde. Through it goes. And they escape imminent danger. Liverpool have been prone to conceding late goals, so can they stay strong here? Is picked out nicely. He's not afraid to get physical. Knocks it through. He was well positioned, just what they needed. Koulibaly. Kicks it a long way.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Salah. He's won that, and he's fouled him.
Substitution on the field. Number 32. Coming to replace him is number 33.
Good hand by the keeper. He carved out a pretty presentable chance.
Foden doing exactly what we expect of him. He had to be super alert then.
Another corner's been given. And a header! Pedro Morales. Reed. Who can latch onto that? Throw in. Switched right across. The time added on will be 4 minutes. Salah. Nunez. So there it is, and that concludes today's contest. Liverpool come away with the win here after some tremendous work in every department, really. Such a well-deserved result, and their manager...